470. Our number today on the Brightside is 855-660-4261. We do have some lines open for you. Hopefully you can get on board early so we can finish all our calls, get to all our callers today. 855-660-4261, and we do have a couple lines open for you. Okay, so I just have a couple more things I want to say about cysteine and, about testosterone and insulin and ways that you can control the cysteine or keratin, cysteine-containing protein keratin secretion that causes milia and bumps and pimples and hardness on the skin. Cysteine, as we've said, is a hardening protein. Think zinc, think vitamin A, think fat metabolism, think digestion, digestive enzymes, and think biolumin nightly essence, or really any probiotics can help you with fat metabolism and fat absorption. But the two most important nutrients are probably vitamin A and zinc, and as I was saying before, our break, vitamin A and zinc work together. 50 milligrams zinc picolinate, 20,000 IU of vitamin A. These are must-haves for any kind of skin condition, but especially hyperkeratoses, too much keratin, skin conditions, bumps and pimples and such. Cysteine is a hardening protein. Wherever there's hardness in the body, skin, hair, nails, bone, you're going to find cysteine. Wherever there's hardness in nature, you're going to find cysteine in horns and claws and hooves and scales. Even spider silk is high in cysteine. Yesterday, CNN had a story about the healing powers of spider silk. Biotechnology firms are exploring the use of spider silk as a type of thread to weave human tissue after surgery. The secret is in the cysteine, which contributes strength and makes silk compatible with human tissue. So we spent a lot of time now talking about cysteine and its capacity as a hardening agent. It has that element of sulfur. Sulfur is very magnetic, and it holds on to things. It doesn't let them go, and that's what gives cysteine its hardening property, the magnetism of sulfur, this powerful magnetic grip. On the molecular level anyway, this powerful magnetic grip creates hardness. And at the macro level, at the big level, gives cysteine an important role in making tissues like bone and hair and skin and connective tissue hard. But this magnetic property of sulfur and of cysteine is behind another very important feature of cysteine, the most important, in my opinion, or actually one of the most important features of cysteine, and that is its detox property. Cysteine is an amazing detoxification substance. In fact, cysteine, because it's so reactive, it's the most reactive of all amino acids, it is very likely the most detoxifying of all the amino acids. It's got that little element of sulfur hanging off of it, and sulfur is hot, sulfur is violent, and sulfur is reactive. Sulfur is a pit bull. Sulfur is a mineral pit bull with an attitude, in a good way. Its tenacity, the tenacity of sulfur, can be exploited for detoxification. Its tenacity means hardness and aggressiveness, and it makes sulfur an ideal protector and an ideal defender, and cysteine has a nice little chunk of sulfur hanging right off of it. Cysteine sulfur component can be exploited in something called acetylcysteine, or technically N-acetylcysteine, which may be the single most powerful nutritional supplement you could ever use for detoxification. Anybody interested in detox needs to be using 500 milligrams of N-acetylcysteine. Pretty much everybody should be on 500 milligrams, in my opinion, of N-acetylcysteine just as a precaution. And it's really cheap, too. Like zinc, I was saying earlier, zinc costs you about $3 a month or something ridiculously cheap. NAC is the same way. And acetylcysteine will cost you right around $3 or $4 a month for a daily 500 milligram dose. It's crazy not to be on it. There's no side effects, there's no toxicity, there's only beneficial effects, and it's crazy cheap and easy to find. The list of benefits, documented clinical benefits that are associated with N-acetylcysteine, ranges from saving lives. If you have liver poisoning, it's used in emergency rooms to detox the liver. It can prevent cold sores. It can shorten the duration of a hangover. It can completely eliminate a hangover. If you use N-acetylcysteine every day and use a little before you go out drinking, and when you come home at night, you can completely eliminate your hangover. N-acetylcysteine, as I said, is used as an emergency room medicine. It's actually part of the emergency room protocol for Tylenol poisoning. And N-acetylcysteine is even a prescription drug that helps to prevent or help slow down the production of mucus. It's such a powerful anti-mucus substance that it's used as a medication for treating cystic fibrosis patients. Cystic fibrosis is a disease that's associated with crazy amounts of mucus that clog up the respiratory system. It's a horrible, horrible disease, and its main sign is thick, sludgy mucus that blocks breathing and can block the function of various organs and glands in the body. And NAC is a pharmacological treatment. The very same stuff that you could buy at the health food store for $15 or $20 for a 3-month supply, the very same N-acetylcysteine is a prescription drug that saves lives. It's crazy not to be on this stuff, in my opinion. Especially if you have a liver problem. Liver disease is really, really a big issue. NAFLD, which stands for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, is a major sign of poor health. And 30% of Americans are dealing with it. The liver is the body's primary fat processing structure. And it does all of its work. It does all of its liver processing work in cells called hepatocytes, liver cells. And liver cells are the most multifunctioning cells in the body. They're the classic example of a multitasking cells. Aside from liver cells' role in processing amino acids and protein and detoxifying drugs and pesticides, as well as food toxins that are in corporate restaurant, McDonald's type foods, the liver also processes fats from the foods that we eat. Over time, as liver cells become overworked from too much toxicity and too much dietary fat, large globs of unused fat start to accumulate in liver cells, and that's called fatty liver disease. It used to only happen to alcoholics, but now it's happening to everybody, so they got to come up with a new name for this fatty liver disease. They call it non-alcoholic fatty liver disease to distinguish it from the kind of fatty liver disease that happens to alcoholics. But it's the same stuff. It's the liver getting messed up. All disease is cell disease, as we said so many times. And anything we can do to support the health of liver cells is going to be in our long-term interests. And that means cysteine, and N-acetylcysteine, which is a powerful, powerful liver detoxifying and liver health nutrient. The two most important things we could do if we have fatty liver disease, if you've gone to the doctor and he says, oh, don't worry about it, you just got a little fatty liver, everybody gets that. No, you got a problem if you have fatty liver disease. That means your the detoxification abilities of the liver are going to be compromised. That means more toxicity in the body. That means you can't process fats and you can't process sugar and you can't process amino acids as effectively. If anybody tells you it's normal to have a fatty liver, they don't know what they're talking about. It's not normal to have a fatty liver. It's a sign of distress, and it means you want to do something about it. There's two ways that you can approach fatty liver disease. Number one, you want to make sure that your liver is not overworked. That means staying away from pharmaceutical poisons and xenoestrogens and processed dietary fats, especially trans fats, and make sure you're stabilizing your blood sugar. And then secondly, use nutritional supplements, especially NAC, vitamin C, essential fatty acids, magnesium. These are all very, very important for keeping your liver healthy. And then NAC has some interesting topical applications as well. I'll tell you what those are when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside. We'll be back after this.
Did you know that organic sulfur can cleanse and defend your body against the poisons we're exposed to each day? Organic sulfur crystals from sulfurdefense.com help by forcing oxygen and nutrition into your cells while eliminating heavy metals, contaminants, and damaging radiation. Defend yourself and family from toxic assault with one of the most critical and essential minerals available today. Order online at sulfurdefense.com. That's sulfurdefense.com, or call 800-593-6273.
Please pay attention, folks. AmericanSurvivalWholesale.com is a Christian, veteran-owned wholesale preparedness company. Our mission is to get the Word of God out to all those in need of a Bible and who cannot afford one. We also provide great-tasting freeze-dried food from only 50 cents per serving, GMO-free food, over 1,000 preparedness items.
Plus, for a limited time, type in the word Genesis at checkout and receive 10% off your total purchase. That's AmericanSurvivalWholesale.com.
It's time for a home security quiz. What effective home security device is smaller than a coffee cup, fakes out burglars into thinking someone is home at your house while you're away, plugs into any wall outlet, is recommended by many police departments, and sells for less than $30? Yes, it's Fake TV. This year, about 1 in every 50 U.S. homes will have a break-in, with burglars usually picking the easy target, a dark house that looks like no one is home. Fake TV is a small electronic security device device that makes it look like someone is home watching TV by simulating the light from a real TV. Fake TV could be the difference between coming home to a secure house or one that's been ransacked. To get your fake TV for only $29.95 with free shipping, go to faketv.com or call 1-877-5-FAKE-TV. That's 877-532-5388. Or go to faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE. 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are G.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. 855-660-4261 is our number, and we do have a line open for you. 855-660-4261. Let's see here. I got one more thing I want to tell you about NAC. Tomorrow we'll talk about a couple other detoxifying. Well, you know what? I'm going to hang on till tomorrow. We'll tell you about topical applications of NAC. If you have acne, if you're using benzoyl peroxide, which is a nasty acne medicine that you can get at the drugstore from doctors, you're going to want to know about topical NAC. We'll tell you about that tomorrow. And then we'll talk about a very interesting relationship between NAC and cysteine and excitotoxins, and a very interesting relationship, an especially interesting relationship, I think, between selenium and cysteine as it regards detoxification, especially from mercury. We will do all that tomorrow as we continue talking about cysteine's many applications for health. And then, not tomorrow, the next day, we'll talk about some of the toxic effects associated with cysteine. That's as we continue talking about protein and amino acids for good health on the bright side. Okay, 855-660-4261 is our bright side phone number. Let's go to Ken in Idaho. Welcome to the bright side. What's up?
Brother Ben, you are a wizard, a Harry Potter wizard of hell.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Maybe Professor Snape, the potions master. I have followed your advice to a T with longevity products. I was as high as 301. I'm down to 227.
Awesome. How long? How long's it been?
Well, that's been. I started about 9 months ago. I've been on these longevity products.
That's awesome, man. That's very good news.
I feel fantastic. I'm fasting 1 to 2 days.